Hey everybody, my name is Matt, and I'm going to be guiding you through the process of a mobile DJ rig. Throughout the setup, I'm going to share some valuable tips for you to assist you, whether it's going to be your first time or if you're looking to learn something new. I kind of refer to a couple of these insights as my DJ playbook. A couple of the pieces of gear that we're going to be using is going to be the Alpha Theta DDJ Groove 6 controller. I have the Electro Voice Evolve 50 speaker system. I have an ELX speaker system from Electro Voice as my booth monitor. I'm using the Pro X DJ workstation table, an SE Electronics V7 microphone. I have a Magma hard shell case for my DJ controller, Audio Technica headphones, and a couple cables for power and audio. This is not the gear that you have to use for this DJ setup. This is just what we've chosen for this video. So the first thing that I want to do before I do anything else, even before I unload my gear, I'm going to be actually walking the venue to access the space. This is going to allow me to determine the best location for my setup in relation to the key elements, like where the main group of guests will be sitting, or the dance floor if applicable, and any other important factors, like where my power sources will be coming from. Every venue is going to be different, so it's very important to have a variety of cables, such as a variety of extension cables, audio adapters, and various lengths of audio cable as well. I'll be unloading the gear from my car using a hand cart. If you don't have one already, I definitely want to put this in your playbook as to have something with you, as it's helped me many times before. It's going to save you multiple trips back and forth during the load in and load out process, ultimately saving you a significant amount of time. The next step, I'm going to start by setting up my DJ table, controller, and microphone. By connecting the microphone directly to the controller, I can easily manage the volume levels from there. This setup is especially useful for events where the microphone may be passed around for toasts, speeches, announcements, or similar activities. Since different speakers often vary in volumes, having the ability to adjust the microphone levels on the fly ensures consistent audio quality throughout the event. Once my table is set up, I'll position the speakers in the monitor accordingly. I'll run the audio cables to each speaker. The PA speaker has an RCA input, so we can have the option of either plugging in using the RCA cables or the XLR connections. In this case, we're going to connect the RCA output from the controller through a DI box and out of the DI box into the XLR input on the PA speaker. The direct box is going to help eliminate any unwanted noise in the audio signal, as an RCA connections are an unbalanced signal and more prone to interference. Most powered speakers, like the Evolve 50 here, now come with built-in DSP, or digital signal processing. This feature is going to allow you to optimize the speaker for different applications. For this instance, you can switch to club mode on the Evolve 50 speaker to be more tailored for an EQ curve specifically for music playback, as opposed to a setting designed for presentations or speech. Once all my cables are in place, I'll make sure to secure them properly with gaff tape. This is really going to be able to prevent any tripping hazards and to protect my cables from any damage during the event. Every controller is going to have a different set of outputs, so just make sure that you have the right adapters and connections going to your speakers. In this particular case, we're running a mono setup with just one speaker. In some instances, you'd probably want to use a stereo setup, in which case you'd want to get a second speaker. Once everything is connected, I'll conduct a sound check just to verify that all the equipment is running and functioning properly. I always do this in advance to ensure that if there's any faulty cables or equipment that is not working correctly, I have time to address that before the event begins. Before playing any audio, I'll ensure that both the main speakers and the monitor are set to the neutral positions, usually around the 12 o'clock position. Additionally, I'll make sure that the main output on the controller is turned all the way down to prevent any risk from damaging the speakers before the audio begins. Here's something that you can use for your DJ playbook if you don't know about this already. It's called proper gain staging. So I'll start by setting my Evolve 50 system at probably about maybe 50 to maybe 60% volume. From there, I'll actually start playing music from the controller and gradually increasing the master volume from there. This is going to prevent any distortion going through your system. Now that everything is set up, we are ready for a gig. But we are not done yet, because the way that you tear down is also going to be very important to the way that you set up for your next gig as well. So I'm going to show you something else that you can add to your DJ playbook by properly wrapping your cables. While there are several methods to wrap in your cables, I highly recommend using the over-under technique if this is your first time. This method is going to serve two purposes. It's going to prolong the life of your cables, help preventing it from any damage to the wires on the inside. And number two, this is also going to save you a ton of time. By using this method, you'll be able to quickly and easily unroll and throw out your cables when you need it again, without having to deal with any tangled wires. This will save you a ton of time. So for the over-under technique, I'll start by grabbing the end of one side of the cable, slide my hand down. I'm going to go over, and then slide my hand down again, twist my wrist on the inside, and then grab the cable. And then repeat that same method. Over, twist my wrist, under, over, and then under again. I really hope this video helped out, but if you have any additional questions, please feel free to reach out to your sales engineer here at Sweetwater.